Hi, welcome to the English version of the Sophies Choice podcast show. My name is Sophie. I'm a best-selling author, psychologist, and inspirator, and I'm here today to guide you on your path to an enlightened life. Enjoy this episode.
Unique and perfect is what you are, and your miracle will come true. Sophie's Choice.
Okay, guys, I'm back. And maybe you're thinking, okay, but where have you been? Well, I've been busy trying to figure out myself. It's been a crazy couple of months with a lot of confusion, a lot of confused energy in my energy. And when I get at that point that I get confused, I really need to recoup. I need to withdraw myself a little bit and figure things out, and I've been doing that, and I feel like my energy is clearer than ever. I got so much focus, so much energy, so much excitement about everything that's coming, and I'm really excited to share my journey with you guys also in the English podcast. It's also thanks to one of my followers, because I was at the Abraham Hicks experience the last couple of days, Saturday and Sunday. It's Tuesday right now. And someone came up to me and she was like, "Oh, are you Sophie from Sophie's Choice? I've been following you for a while, and I do speak Dutch, but when you go so deep, it's sort of hard to follow. So I was so excited that you started your podcast in English, and then you stopped." Like, I know. And it's been on my mind for the last 2 weeks, actually, that I wanted to start recording again in English. And of course, I just needed to hear this from her, and I was like, okay, yes, let's do this. Let's continue this journey as well. And I was so, I don't know, it was very surprising to me, from all those people who were there and the people who came up to me, that there was also somebody in English who said, "Oh, please start recording in English again." So that was the universe absolutely trying to give me a little sign and a little direction on my path going forward. On that note, I also received a question from one of my English followers on the YouTube channel, and that person asked me, how do I find my own frequency? And that is such a good question, because a lot of people find it difficult to know what frequency am I on. But actually the answer is so simple, because you find your frequency pretty simple just by tuning in and checking, how do I feel? It's the easiest thing, the easiest tool that you have. And I've recorded a video, one of my first videos I ever recorded, that was about this topic, and I explained that our emotions are the easiest way to find out where you're at in your life and where you're at your frequency. It's our guidance system, and it's as easy as this. If you feel good, you're on a high frequency, and when you're feeling low, or when you're feeling sad, or you're feeling anxiety, then you're at a lower frequency. What I always emphasize, I think that's the right word, is that I find it very important that people do not judge about the frequency where they're at. So some days you might be in a very high frequency, like me, for example, right now. I'm in a high frequency right now. But there are also times, and it even fluctuates during the day, that I'm at a lower frequency. What I have trained myself to do is to not ever judge myself about the frequency where I'm at. Because when you start judging yourself about the frequency, then you actually make it worse. You give attention to it, it gets worse, and it's like a little monster that you feed. So I gave a workshop yesterday to a group of people, and then we were also talking about this difference between, there are actually only two things in life. You have love and you have fear, and you have a possibility to choose love in every situation. And I know that sounds corny, I almost want to say, and you might think, yeah, it's very easy to say choose love, but How about when I am sick, or when you find out somebody you love is sick, or when you find out that your relationship ends, or when somebody passes away? How can you choose love in those situations? But love is the only frequency that really is. That is our, how Rose would translate it to us, our zijnsfrequentie, our frequency that really is, with a capital I. That is who we really are. And you can feel it in your body. Love feels good. Love feels effortless. Love feels like you don't have any other, I want to say desire, but that's not really true, because we always want more in life, and that is who we are. That's just the nature of who we are, and that's really important, that we always want more in life, because that's what keeps us going, and that's what keeps us evolving as a human being. But you do feel at peace when you are at the frequency of love, and you do feel like you can conquer the world, and that everything is just exactly right the way it is right now. And how you can train yourself to change your frequency is truly just by being loving for yourself, and by being forgiving to yourself, and not judging yourself. So, for example, when you wake up in a very low frequency and you feel tired and you're annoyed by your partner or by your children, don't judge. Just look at yourself in a loving way, like how you would look at your own child, for example, and you will be just like, oh, you're just having a bad day. You'll be fine. This day will pass. My mom always says it turns 5 o'clock automatically. You don't have to do anything for that. Just relax and things will pass. And that is a very loving frequency, which helps you to raise your frequency from the point where you are right now. So I think that's very interesting to start practicing with, and to start noticing your own frequency, and just notice it with love. So just you look at yourself, you'll be like, okay, right now, let's say you would number it. Okay, so 0 is the lowest of all you can feel, and 10 is the highest of all you can feel. And let's say you're at a 3 right now. Just see it, observe it, and be like, okay, I'm at a 3 right now. What is my desire? Do I want to stay at a 3 today? Do I want to decrease? So do I want to go to a 0? Or would I like it to increase, even if it's just a little bit? And if you'll be like, okay, well, I think I'll just be fine at a 3, then you don't really have to change anything. You can just continue your day. If you're like, oh, I would really like it to increase a little bit, just make that your intention. Say like, okay, I would like to increase my frequency today, even if it's just half a point. Doesn't matter. I just want to increase a little bit, and please show me the way to do that. And if you set that intention, I will guarantee you that you will see the possibilities that are available to you, around you, at every second, to increase your frequency. But a lot of the time, people forget to set out that intention, and people don't use the universe, I would like to say, the possibilities that are available to us in every single moment. You can ask for help in every single moment. Just observe, see where you are, set your attention, and ask for help. And I'll guarantee you, miracles will happen, and you will see possibilities that you didn't even see a second before, just by setting that intention. So that is actually what Abraham would call deliberate creation. You are deliberately creating your own reality by being aware of how you feel. So be aware of the feelings you have. Be aware of the frequency you are broadcasting at. And then decide, do I want to keep broadcasting on this channel, or would I like to move a little bit up? And there is nothing wrong with wanting to stay at a certain frequency for a while. Nothing wrong with that. You can easily say, I'll be fine at a 3 today. Just by saying that, I'll guarantee you will go up in frequency. But also realize when you do not set an intention, and when you're not deliberate about your creation, then you do actually have a very realistic chance that you decrease in your frequency because you're not deliberate about it. So it's like a battery which will just drain if you do not charge it up once in a while. And the easiest thing to charge up your battery is just by observing and setting out an intention and ask for help. And like I said, miracles will happen. I wish you a very, very, very exciting, beautiful, blissful day. And I hope to speak to you very soon. Love you guys and talk to you the next time. Bye bye. If you like this episode, you would do me a great favor to rank this episode on iTunes so more people can find this show and start living the best version of their life. Thank you so much.